Guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 27. Heavy on the edges. Shoot! Here we go, 47. Under. 27, Mike 27. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 26.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick it up. Check. We're going to 54. Wide. Go. Get out there. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Wide. Get wide. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st down, it's Grant. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one.
And the pressure gets to him again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up. 16. Check back 16. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Deuce, 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 deuce. 49. Check 49. Check 49. The 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check by 16.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Lions.
Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Come get some.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got Fuller. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 36, Prescott. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on second and 7. Prescott now. It's complete to Fuller.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On first down, it's Grant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, Brissett, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First down, Detroit.
Brissett on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. after the sack on first down. Reset, and that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety, check safety.
Play action now. Brissett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Kill, kill, kill. Go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't? 54, watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 22, check, over. 22.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He'll get this complete to Batson.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go, 46, 46. 56.
Prescott yet again. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check, lucky. Check this.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go, T.
From the 38, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Brissett on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Avery Williamson. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Check back 27. Come up the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, check back 27.
Prescott from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Bandit. Check 9. Whip. Watch the whip.
handoff. McCaffrey running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Brissett. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Check Mike 27. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 27. Mike 27. Go. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They go back to Grant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Under 10, team. Switch. Go. Mike 19. Come on. Check tight.
Brissett looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Castillo. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
What we got? Mike 19. Mike on try. Rip right.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And he's got his man on the out route. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Grant, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.